Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, Fragrance Fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on pressing out these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. 40-ish and $100 range, and most of these are a lot less than that. Good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. And the one I'm talking about today, I'm extremely late joining the party. This thing was a hyped beast. Still is kind of talked about every now and then. It's a 2019 release. And you might even get lucky and find it in the rack stores here and there. And I'm talking about Davidoff's Cool Water Intense Eau de Parfum concentration. And ooh, almost lost it there. I'm going to test the durability on this thing. They all have that Davidoff Cool Water shape bottle, and the atomizer lid itself is like, it's weird because sometimes there it goes. Now it's just, you seeing that, right? The thing gave me some resistance. Now it's just like, I don't know how that happens, but there's that. So the atomizer itself is really good. Shoots out a lot of mist, pretty far, pretty wide, nice and fine sprayer. I like the way this thing squirts out, and it's over a 4-ounce bottle, so you're getting an extra bang for your buck. So this thing is able to dose out a good amount of juice. So I'm going to go over a couple notes that this thing has listed and let you know what I think about this thing, unbiased, and just my honest opinion on this fragrance. There is mandarin orange, coconut nectar, and amber. In that top, that initial blast, you get hit with a decent dose of that citrusy mandarin orange. It almost has a very, 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 very faint minty feel to me. Real light, but it's there to me. I smell something like that going on. The citrus starts to wane off a little bit about 10 minutes into this thing, and the sweetness starts to pick up from the amber. You do get a little bit of that amber, a little bit of that coconut nectar, but in the top, it's mostly just that orange. And then the amber, the sweetness comes out a little bit more, the citrusy starts to wear off a bit, and throughout the longevity of this thing, which we'll get into in a minute, it becomes a somewhat citrusy, sweet, tropical type of a fragrance. If you don't like synthetic fragrances, you're probably not going to like this because it's pretty sharp. It's pretty synthetic smelling, but it's a really good, enjoyable type of synthetic. Now, as far as performance on this thing, take this with a grain of salt because most people, 9 out of 10, are going to tell you this thing's a monster. It's a beast. On me, not so much. It's a strong average. Unfortunately, I get cursed with like not getting the best performance on fragrances that are just supposed to have this monstrosity performance. It doesn't happen on me. Halloween Man X does pretty good. Club de Nuit Intense Man, not too bad. This one is just a strong average. But I can see how it could be very powerful on most people because it's quite loud. Even on me, it's quite loud at the beginning. 5 or 6 hours into this thing, I'll squirt 1 or 2 times and I'll be good for the rest of the day. So it's a strong average in performance. I think any age could enjoy this thing, from the youth to the mature. It's got enough class for pretty much anybody, but it's playful enough and not too serious that anybody can really enjoy it. This isn't going to be one of those like special night out fragrances. This is going to be more along the category of, hey, what do I want to wear? This is definitely going to work because it works in almost any occasion, almost any weather, really. You can wear this thing year round because it's loud enough for the cold. A little bit too tropical, I feel like, for that kind of a mood, but it would work. You can easily get away with it. And my overall rating on this, I will give it a 7 out of 10 because the overall scent profile is decent. I say it's above average as far as the scent alone, as far as a standalone fragrance. It doesn't smell a whole lot like the original or any of the others. Grapefruit and Sage, it's kind of similar to that. If you've ever smelled that, it's in that same kind of category. But it's not like every other fresh fragrance, but it is not unfamiliar smelling, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's not copying anything, really. But it's not going so far out of left field that it's completely unique, I guess. So it's a good smelling fragrance. I'd say it's like a 6.5 on scent profile, but the longevity of it helps me bump it up to a 7 out of 10 comfortably. I'll say 7 out of 10. It's a good fragrance. It's priced right. It lasts a decent amount of time. Most of y'all are going to get like 10 or 12 hours out of this thing. Eau de Parfum concentration, 4-ounce bottle. I mean, how can you really go wrong? It's a fresh fragrance. They're usually inoffensive, and people usually enjoy these things. So even as far as a gift idea, go ahead and give this to somebody if you don't know what to get them. They'll probably really like it. So that's my final thoughts on Davidoff's Cool Water Intense. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.